can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Keenan. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still tryna fight my demons. But y'all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on. Make me put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like Kima. And give an F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on the brand new Beamer. Tryna earn 8 stripes like Adidas. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a...
Welcome in, back home, back in the original setup here. Feeling good, excited for tonight. We got Monday Night Football, Seahawks, Eagles. We have obviously some NBA tonight. We got some college basketball tonight. Mitchell, what's up? We got college football going on right now. So we have I grabbed Old Dominion +1. This was 2-3 weeks ago. They were winning the last time I looked. Hopefully they don't sell our CLV. I don't know, man. Like the last few times we've gotten. Oh, okay, they're up 20. They just scored again. A little pick six. ODU up 21-0. We're looking good, Mitchell, for the two units. Old Dominion +1's looking good. Actually, Mitchell, that's actually insane. We got him +1. That's actually insane. Hopefully Corley can get some yards too. What's he at? 13? I mean, it's like the nut script. Like they might as well just throw him the ball. They're losing already. All right, so we're gonna talk Monday Night Football. Maybe some college basketball. I have not looked at the college basketball slate yet. I just got home, literally like a half hour ago. But I'm so dedicated to the viewers of the WAG show. We fired up a show immediately. Haven't even unpacked anything. Just got home. We're firing up this stream. But I have not looked at the college basketball slate yet. I do know Oakland plays Michigan State, and I'm very, very curious at what that line is. Let's take a look. $16. What do we do with that? What do we do with Oakland, Michigan State, 16-point spread? Michigan State they were looking like they were dead. I don't know. I bet on that team twice. They looked like they couldn't play basketball. And then they come out and they just absolutely beat the brakes off of Baylor. And look, it's early in the season, but Baylor is a surefire top 7 or 8 team for me, I think, overall. I don't know what they are in KenPom. Let's take a look, actually. In my opinion, early returns, Baylor's like a top 8 team, but let's see what they are in KenPom. Let's pull this up here. KenPom has them at 15. Yeah, so I mean, I think they're a top 10 team, and Michigan State beat the brakes off of them. So look, I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do with this Michigan State team. Coming into the season, I thought they were going to be really good. They come out the first month and a half and look. I mean, they look as bad as any team could look. I mean, they were ranked, 4th or 5th coming into the season. They were unranked recently. I mean, they just looked horrible, and then they come out and just dominate Baylor. So maybe they're rounding the corner, but I like this Oakland team a lot. 16, even at home, 16. That feels like a steep price there for Michigan State. So I might like Oakland +16. I'm going to look into that more after the stream. I have not got a chance to go through any of these other games. I just know I knew that game was tonight, so I was curious what that line is. So might be firing Oakland +16. We will see. Mainly what we're here to talk about is NFL, because I've actually done my NFL research for today. I also have 2 NBA points props I like. I'm going to see what their lines are. And I'll give those out after we talk basketball. After we talk football, I'll give the 2 basketball points props that I like for tonight. But if you guys have any questions on anything, go ahead and ask. For tonight, Eagles, Seahawks. Let's check first and foremost. Let's check updated weather. I know people freak out about weather. Like everyone was freaking out about the weather in that Dolphins game yesterday, which I don't know why. I guess because the total was so low. Sean, what's up? But I mean, the total was so low because the Dolphins were going to be playing without Tyreek Hill, and the Jets have Zach Wilson at quarterback. So that's why the total was so low, I think. But people once again, people freaking out about weather in the NFL, and it just doesn't matter. Like it's comical every week. Every week, people freak out about weather, and it basically never amounts to literally any concerns. People were freaked out about the weather in that Buffalo game. Let me take a look here, though. Looks like tonight, scattered showers. Doesn't look like it's too cold. I don't know. Looks fine to me. So not worried about the weather. All right. So for this game, if you guys are in the Discord, you know where I'm going with this because I've already posted it. But it feels to me like the entire season has been culminating to this moment tonight for one man, and his name is Jackson Smith-Njigba. Tonight is the night. If tonight is not JSN night, there will be no JSN night until next season. I'm still a firm believer. I know he only did it for 1 year in college, but when you are so clearly the best receiver on the field when you're playing next to Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson, I just can't wrap my head around this guy not being good in the NFL. I can't. I can't fathom that he's not going to be good. So eventually there's going to be a JSN breakout party. If it doesn't happen tonight, it's not happening this season. We're gonna have to wait till 2024, September, October, whatever. We're gonna have to wait till next year if it doesn't happen tonight. But I'm putting it out there. Tonight is the night. I've seen a lot of people on this, but I don't care because it's so clearly the best possible spot that he could have. First of all, we bet him anytime touchdown a few weeks ago when they played Dallas. He scores a touchdown and they overturn it. I still, to this day, do not know how they overturned that touchdown. That was so clearly a JSN touchdown. We should have already hit JSN touchdown this season. We were robbed of it, and we're getting paid back tonight at plus 330, anytime touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba is getting in that box tonight, and he's going to dance around and do whatever he does. I don't know what his touchdown celebration will be, but it will be Saw tonight. He is getting in the box. We're manifesting it. We've been waiting for it. This is the best possible matchup. The Eagles force the highest percentage, second or third. They're top three in terms of forcing opponents to pass the ball against them. They're very, very good run defense. They've been horrible in the secondary. Sean, I see your comment. Yes, no Slay tonight. JSN wouldn't have seen Slay anyways, but is a net negative for that secondary that's already horrible to begin with. That Eagles secondary has been trash this year. We've been targeting it at will. They force teams to throw at one of the highest rates in football. They face the highest percentage of slot targets of anyone in football. They grade out as basically the worst defense in football against slot receivers. Tonight is the night. Even if Drew Lock's at quarterback, I don't care. Doesn't mean anything to me. JSN tonight. Tonight's the night. And if it doesn't happen tonight, it ain't happening until next year. So tonight's our last night to get paid back on JSN this season. He owes us. I fully believe he's coming through for us. Plus 330, anytime touchdown. In terms of the game, I don't really know. I mean, I guess I would pick Philly, but I don't know. So would you say it's a better matchup than Metcalf? They all have great matchups, Nathan. The Eagles are the best matchup for any opposing passing game in football right now, other than like Tampa. It's basically like Tampa and Philly. Those are the two teams we've been targeting. So they both have really, really good matchups. I guess like individually, I don't know because Slay. I mean, you assume Slay would have saw a good majority of Metcalf. Now that's not going to be a thing, so that's a positive for DK. I think DK is in a great spot too. But just in terms of like the slot stuff, like Philly has been like the worst slot defense. So this is the best possible matchup that JSN could have. And that's why I'm saying if he doesn't go off tonight, like he's not it's just not going to happen this season. We're going to have to wait till next year, assuming like Lockett's not on the team next year or something. I don't know. We're going to have to wait. I don't know about in terms of the game though. I mean, Philly it's such a weird dynamic. Like Philly, they kind of had that Washington Husky to the team this year. Like at times they were getting lucky to win games, but like at in other regards, like sometimes you can't quantify that stuff, right? Like Washington Huskies, like you can't quantify what they did this season. Like they just did something about that team. Like they just find ways to win close games, even if you think it's lucky. Like the Eagles had a little bit of that going for a while. They got exposed on the road against Dallas, but who doesn't? Like Dallas has been basically the best team in football at home this season. Like they're so good. Their offense has been so good at home, and they just get up on teams, and then it's impossible for teams to come back on them. Like Dallas is a lot, in my opinion, like the Ravens of a few years ago, where when the Ravens would get up on you, there was no prayer for you coming back. Like the Ravens were going to win the game. But if you could get up to a lead on them and force them to have to get out of their game plan, then it was tough for them to come back. And that's kind of the same thing I see with this Cowboys team. If they get up on you, it's going to be really, really hard for you to win the game. But if they're trailing and you get them out of their routine and kind of what they want to do on offense, then that changes things a little bit. I will say though, the box score shows a little bit different in terms of that Philly versus Dallas game. Like Philly lost the game, but I think they outgained Dallas yards per play. They had 5 or 6 red zone trips in the first, you know, a half and another half of the third quarter. Like they didn't do anything on those red zone trips. Like it was a really weird game. So I'm not writing Philly off just yet, even though they haven't been playing great. I'm assuming Jalen Hurts is going to play. I said this yesterday on the stream. If you guys tuned into that, my scuffed cell phone Sunday morning stream, but we've seen this a number of times with how the NFL is enforcing this stuff now. You have to be overly cautious and list guys as questionable just in case they don't play, so you don't get fined. I don't think that there's ever been a real question about Jalen Hurts playing in this game. That's reflected in the line. Like there's still 3.5 point road favorites. If it was leaning towards Hurts not playing in this game, I feel like we would see that line start to creep down. Maybe it does closer to lock. I don't know, but I'm going to assume Hurts is playing here. I'm not going to write off Philly yet. Drake may have cursed the Eagles with that OVO gear. Yeah, I think they put it out for like a bunch of teams though, Shauna. It wasn't just the Eagles because I saw Steelers stuff. I don't know. I didn't look at it, so I don't know exactly what teams, but I know it wasn't just the Eagles because I saw Snoop Dogg wearing some Steelers stuff as well. Okay, Corley's at 22. All right, we're making some progress there with that. All right, so if you guys are tuning in late, my absolute favorite bet on the board, I'm getting even on him tonight. Plus 330 JSN anytime touchdown. Love it. If you want to ladder up his yards, I think tonight's the best possible spot to do that in. Let me pull up. I'll pull up FanDuel. Let's see. I know his props around 40, so let's see what we could get if we laddered it up here. Let's see. If we can get like plus 200 on 70-ish, I might consider doing that. Let's see. Oh yeah, plus 280 for 70 plus looks good. I don't know if he could get 100. He would need a long catch to get to 100, but it's plus 750. I don't know. I think the yardage ladder is in play here tonight as well. And I think you can bet, even DK over 61.5 looks fine to me. I think that's a good bet. Really, really strong matchup for these guys tonight. DK's shown a number of times this season too, like he just doesn't care. Like he'll catch a long touchdown and he just doesn't care who's going up against. But I would lead Eagles to win the game. But I do like the JSN stuff tonight. Yardage ladder, anytime touchdown. That about does it. If you guys have any questions on the football game, ask. I do like 2 points props, I said, on NBA. So let's pull that up here. Fun game between the Clippers and Pacers, 247 over under. That's standard for the Pacers games, these crazy over unders. But let me pull up the updated lines for you. First and foremost, the first player prop I like for tonight. There's questions about if he's going to play. I think he's going to. He was at shoot around, but we'll see what happens. Joel Embiid over 33.5 points. I mean, if you guys watch basketball, you know what Joel Embiid's been doing the last month. Absolutely dominant run of games. Amazing matchup tonight against the Bulls. And let's just for fun, because I haven't even checked this. I'm going to pull up what he's done in his career. Let's see here. So he has a game last season. He went for 37 against Vooch. He's got a 40 in there. He's got a 30 in there. Obviously, some of these, I don't love to look at historical data when it comes to NBA because so many things change. But if he was doing it last year with some of these other guys on the team that aren't on the team anymore, that gives me some confidence. But yeah, I like Embiid over 33.5 points tonight. And then in that Clippers-Pacers game, let me make sure this line hasn't changed too much from what I saw earlier. Yeah, James Harden over 16.5 points. I know James Harden's been pretty dusty this year at times, but I mean, this is the nut spot here for the Clippers offensive in terms of their offensive production. So James Harden over 16.5 points. I love that tonight. I also like Embiid over 33.5 points. If you want to do, you could parlay those two together, assuming Embiid plays, and you could just do Embiid 30 plus, Harden 15 plus. Let me see what that pays out on FanDuel. If that pays plus money, or close to it, I might just say do that instead. But let me see here. Yeah, plus 105. I actually might like that better than betting him singles. Embiid 30 plus points, Harden 15 plus points pays plus 105 on FanDuel. So that might actually be my preferred method. I still like them straight if you're not on FanDuel. You know, if you guys are on other sites like Prize Picks and stuff, I still like over their points both. But on FanDuel, I'm probably going to put that in for like a unit. Harden 15 plus, Embiid 30 plus 105. Love that. Overall, this will be a quicker stream today. I'm probably going to hop off here, go research these college basketball games, give some plays out to the Discord. I've already given out some bets for today, like I said, and we have plays going in this football game right now. There's a lot of football upcoming this weekend. So we're going to have a bunch of videos live on the channel here. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're watching on YouTube. I'm going to have a DFS video out for the main slate, for the Saturday slate, and for the Christmas Day slate. I think we have 3 Christmas Day NFL games. So I'm going to have 3 videos out on the channel for NFL this week, and I might do a Christmas NBA video as well. Maybe talking bets and some DFS plays as well. So be sure you're subscribed to the channel. Tune into that. Good luck with your wagers tonight. I will be live tomorrow, 3 p.m. per usual. Good luck tonight. See you guys tomorrow.